Hello everyone, Kopthany Tano here, back on the channel, this time with something a little bit different. I was putting some thought into it, and obviously with some inspiration from the likes of Anthony Fantano, I kind of thought to myself, you know, for all the times we've gone back to talk about the EA NHL franchise and the games of years past, there's one aspect of it that always just kind of glanced over. That's the soundtrack. We always talk about the gameplay, the modes, whatever else, the rosters, but we never talk about the soundtrack. So today, we're kicking off something new. I'm intrigued to see if you guys like it. I'm going to go back through every EA NHL and rank the soundtracks. Seems pretty straightforward. Now, for this first one, we are having to lump a few years in together. NHL 99 to NHL 2001. 99 is when the franchise finally started to add more in than just kind of generic songs. So we're going to rank these first couple of games, and if you guys like this, we can go on. We'll have over 20 years worth of games to cover. So let's get down to business. Our first song on the agenda, and it's a classic. What more can you say about this? This was the first licensed song that you would hear loading in to NHL 99, one of the most classic intro videos in the EA NHL series, and just a damn good song. They could use this song to this day on any NHL commercial. You know, we have the Kiss Me commercial that's going on right now, or at least has gone on throughout the playoffs. They could have this as a backing track to it. I have gotten so much more into David Bowie's music as I've gotten older as well. It is S tier. It is an S tier EA NHL song. You know, the scale, pretty straightforward, but S tier is, of course, best of the best, and you still have a very tough time beating that NHL 99 intro. So I gotta be honest, I wasn't sure where to put this particular song. It is so of its era is the only way to put it. I don't know. Do I classify this as close enough to nu metal? Is it just squarely butt rock? Who's to say? There is a part of me that likes it. I gotta be honest, having grown up with this tone of music being so popular. But is it a good song? No. Is it a good fit for a hockey game to really fit the tone of hockey to get you pumped up? No, it's really not. I don't consider it outright garbage, but sorry to Noise Therapy. Tremendous album art. You're going into meh. What sounds like a previously unused Rammstein backing track. There's something about this song as well. Just the idea of this is what you would imagine the menu music to be if you loaded up NHL 99. Not an inherently great song, not inherently bad either. I think it's slam dunk right down the middle in terms of, yeah, you know, I wouldn't be surprised or wouldn't be upset to hear something like this, especially from an older EA NHL game. It is fine. Now, this song perhaps most famously used as the theme song of one Nature Boy Ric Flair. This was actually not supposed to be in the game. For whatever reason, it was only in the game because they accidentally used it as the national anthem of Norway, which, number one, how the hell do you make that mistake? And secondly, Norway, how the hell don't you use this as a national anthem? It would be the best. But of course, also incredibly famous from 2001: A Space Odyssey. Is it a great song for a hockey game? Not necessarily. They also didn't mean to put it in. I could imagine this still being used, though, as a goal song in modern EA NHL, you know, Create Arena and stuff that we have here. So I'm gonna put this in the middle. But yeah, go figure. NHL 99, and they put the wrong song in the soundtrack. Moving on to NHL 2000, we kick things off with Push It by Garbage. And I gotta be honest, couple of garbage songs that I like here and there. I wouldn't necessarily define this as a garbage song, but it's just so low energy, I would say, compared to what you would expect. I wish I could put them in average, or even above, but I just think it's a really weird fit. I don't exactly have too much nostalgia for it, specifically from the video game perspective. I'm going to put it in meh. Can I put it above Noise Therapy? Thank you very much. It at least makes me feel a little bit better. Next up, a band who I don't think would ever get their name into the game in modern times. It is Gear Whore with Accelerator. And I gotta be honest, I kind of just view it as a weaker version of the Gravity Kills option. If you're gonna have that instrumental, try and get pumped up. It can't go in F, and you'll learn why as we go throughout this series as to what qualifies as an F for me. But yeah, not a tremendous pump up jam. It's just very, very generic background music. I don't have too much to say about this particular song, mainly because I struggle enough to say the name of the band. Again, kind of in that same tier. I don't hate it, but this is the type of song you could put this in any game. You know, it doesn't really have that feeling of like, yes, this is really it for a hockey game or a sports game, something hard hitting. This could have been background music in Gran Turismo. Really, it could have gone anywhere. It's not inherently bad. It's another meh for me. Okay, so this one, look, I respect the era that this was made in. You know, I got to grow up at the tail end of it. This is our first F. Unlike the other ones that have been in that category, this is the primary example of generic beeps and boops menu music. It does nothing for you. It's probably the least memorable aspect to all of this. God, yeah, just I'm good. I heard it once. I don't need to hear it again. Moving on to NHL 2001, and man, we kick off with a classic, Collective Soul heavy. I love this song. I don't know. It's going to go in good for me. It's going to go in good because I, again, thinking about all of these different aspects, and it's an imperfect formula, it is, but thinking about all of these different aspects, there's just something about it to me where I can't quite put it on that S tier level, but it's good. It's certainly not a kind of like a bad pump-up option, especially for NHL 2001. They have a lot of intro videos. The most famous one people remember, I'll see if I can find the clip for it, but it's the guy at the locker just punching his own fist because he's so hyped, listening to Collective Soul. And yeah, no, it's one of those songs that I always recall. Oh yeah, NHL 20 or NHL 21, NHL 01 soundtrack. Last game featuring Ray Bork too, so put some respect on this game. It's another song that I'm torn about. I'm pretty nostalgic for it. It is the other one, along with the Collective Soul song, that I think of when I think about 2001, but at the end of the day, I can't say it's anything overly special. I'm not going to put it in meh. I'm going to put it in average for the sole purpose of the nostalgia factor, but that's about it. Now, you might be wondering about this guy down here. This is Rom DePrisco, who had a bunch of different kind of generic songs for these games throughout 2000 and 2001. I will, in a general sense, put him in average because that's probably where he should be. But yeah, it's pretty humble beginnings for the start of licensed music in this game, but even as soon as NHL 2002, you start to get some absolute classics with Sum 41, Gob on the track listing, and that continues throughout 2003 with Jimmy Eat World Sweetness. Guess where that might be, and of course, so on and so forth. But for now, humble start to this, a trial run to see what you guys think, and if you want me to continue, hey, let me know down in the comments below. Leave a like. For now, I will see you next time, and yeah, hey, I don't know, this was fun.